Well. Good morning, guys. This is DJ Wolf Live, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the proverbial scat may have hit the fan. One of two well-known actors has been affected by the coronavirus while shooting their movie Down Under. I just heard that overnight. Breaking news. Wow. This ish is getting crazy, man. This is DJ Wolf Live. Alright, guys. Top of the line right now, we got two breaking stories. And this is major breaking news in the entertainment world, both in the NBA and Hollywood. Let me start with the NBA. Now, this is crucial. The NBA, the National Basketball Association, has officially suspended the remainder of the season until further notice due to the coronavirus. That's huge. That means it's going to stop all shut down jobs, endorsements, network deals, all of that. It's shutting down everything. This is a big deal. First thing, we're going to play with just the players without the fans. That was already hurting. If they're suspending the games, that means nobody's playing, no merchandise being sold, no money being made, jobs going to be shut down, lost. On top of that, the television deals are going to be washed out. This is a huge loss. I'm going to get to my main point on that later. And then, late last night, there was a report that Tom Hanks, U.S. Hollywood actor Tom Hanks, and his wife, actress Rita Wilson, were down in Australia while Tom was shooting a movie down there. And found out that they had both contracted coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, excuse my French, this shit's getting serious. You know, because now, well, I just had a gut feeling that a major celebrity was going to get the coronavirus. And something else told me that too, because I was listening to Thought Crimes I talked about it this morning, and I know it's the same thing they were knowing. Was somebody had mentioned it, that Tom Hanks did look kind of peaked the last few weeks when I saw him on the past, right? Really, the past month. He really did. He looked kind of out of it. I've been saying that for a while too. I said, man, he's looking paler than normal. I had said that. You know, but I didn't pay it no mind. You know, I thought it was just him, just get old, because he's not a young guy. You know, I know I think he's around 60. But anyway, I know he's not that much older than me. I know he's a few years older than I am. Anyway, I had a feeling that a major celebrity was going to end up catching it at some point, because celebrities, they travel all the time. To do movies and television shows and talk shows and stuff like that. I had a feeling that was going to happen at some point. Just didn't think it was going to happen this soon. That's number one. Did they block that extra such all down there? I think they did. Oh, damn. Number two. I had a feeling that was going, what happened. The NBA, I knew they were talking about playing without an audience. But now you got Major League Baseball that's going to be coming up in April. We don't know what's going to happen with that. To tell you the truth, we don't know what's going to happen with the Major League Baseball teams. They haven't talked about that yet. But I kind of fear the worst on that right now. The government are already talking about allowing people to telework. That's another story. I don't know if that's official or not. They have been talking about that. Marion Bowser had talked about doing that for the District of Columbia, and the cases are coming up. More and more cases of the coronavirus have been talked about. Now, I was listening to Roland Martin, where a guy said that there were cases where 1,000 people had been cured of the coronavirus. Of course, he didn't say how. He didn't say where. But it is forcing our hand, and this is my point I'm trying to get at. It is forcing our hand to be more cautious about what we do with our personal hygiene every single day. Where you wipe down your desk, you wipe down everything. You wipe down your desk, you wash your hands for 20 seconds. In the bathroom, your hand sanitizer that mug. I hand sanitize my hands every single day. I bought, I'm not going to tell you guys, I'm not going to kid you guys. I bought some hand sanitizer about a month and a half ago at CVS. Now, they had a lot of little bottles there, but the big bottles I noticed were rapidly getting depleted. In other words, they were snatching, they were buying them up. There were 2 bottles left of the big one. I grabbed one. I should have grabbed both of them. One for work and one for home. I didn't think about that. Now I can't find any. But what they were saying the other night on the news, like, look, you don't necessarily have to worry about hand sanitizer if you can't get a hold of it. Just use soap and water, which I agree with. But the rumor has it they're running out of that. I don't know that to be a fact, but I didn't think you ever could run out of soap. Well, unless you had the 3 or 4 what we used to do back in the day, and I still do it now. The 3 or 4 little bars of soap that you got left over, make a big, and that's the thing. Soap we used to do it back in the day all the time when we had no money, man. When you run out of soap, that's what you did until you bought some more soap. That's what hand sanitizer is made from anyway. Well, some hand sanitizers are anyway, not all. But the thing of it is teaching people to be more personal. Because you got a lot of people out here that don't like to wash their hands for nothing. They don't wash their hands when they take a dump. They don't like wash their hands when they take a pee. And I've personally seen people where they would go in there, relieve themselves, and they will hit straight out the door. I've seen them do it. I never, and I didn't, it's just weird. And I've been noticing the last 20 years, people start doing that. I say, well, people start thinking like people are that trifling. Somebody else was saying this morning that the Chinese who had claimed that they eradicated the coronavirus, I won't tell you how they did it, might be masking what they're saying that they're doing, when they still might have new outbreaks and you don't know about it. But what they're doing, they're quarantining people by thousands, from what I heard, and that's their way of masking the new cases, and they had people going back to work. So I don't know what the real deal is on that end. But I was looking at outbreaks across the world, man. There are outbreaks across the world that are so huge it will blow your mind. I was reading some countries across Europe and Asia where they had as many as almost 100,000 cases per continent. Not alone per country, per continent. Up to almost 100,000 cases. In some cases, deaths were by as high as 3,000 to 4,000 per country. I said, wow, this is getting crazy, man. This is serious. This is some serious shit. I went to a local giant out here in Maryland yesterday, and it was as busy as it usually is. Usually on the weekdays it's not too busy, but it was a little less busy than it usually was. I was shocked by that. And most of the people who were in line, they were in the self-serve line. One of the things I noticed yesterday, a young lady, after everybody went to the self-service, guess what she was doing? She was wiping down the self-service machines, the glass and all of that. I appreciate that though. But she wiped it out after every time someone used it. I kid you not. It's getting serious out here, ladies and gentlemen. The coronavirus is no joke. It's not a joke at all. You know, we gotta get serious about what we do out here every single day. And we gotta stay prayed up, for real. You know, I had a conversation with a coworker of mine. It was a great conversation about how God kept me, man. How God's keeping me. And not to say that I'm not concerned about what's going on, you know. But, and you know there is some form of fear about it. But you can't let your mindset get out of control or lose control. God is in control. We talked about that. And you have to understand that, yeah, it is a virus. Yes, it's very serious. Yes, it could be potentially detrimental to your health and your life. But you can't get to a point where I saw a video, this is a true story too, in Tennessee at one school, well, they showed a couple schools, they showed where the parents were literally had the kids walking to school with plastic bags around their feet and on their body. One guy was spraying disinfectant on his son's body and face. That's out of control. You know, I don't know if it's from lack of intelligence, why the father was spraying the disinfectant on his son's face, you know, instead of just using personal hygiene, like washing your face and hands with soap and hand sanitizer with the hands. You know, he's literally spraying disinfectant on his son's body. I saw the video. I was like, you are out your fucking mind. I heard parents, not only him, but other parents were spraying the kids with Lysol. Lysol! Really? Lysol is to disinfect the room, not your body. You know, there are other things to clean your body with. The disinfectant are not supposed to be for that purpose. You know, and that's what I mean by out of control. You're in such a panic mode that you lose control of what you really need to be doing, and that's stay calm and handle the situation like an adult. You know, so your children can see that they can be taught when you're in a situation like that to be rational about things and to use common sense and good judgment. That's the thing I'm trying to address. You know, people are suspending the games in the NBA. Okay. Now, in the case of Tom Hanks and his wife, that's understandable. I mean, hey, you have to go see a doctor. If it gets to a point where you're getting high fever, headaches, colds, runny nose, and you just overall not feeling well, go see a doctor. It's not going to hurt you. You know, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. At least you know. I'm going to tell you, I think this thing was out last year. And the reason why I say that, because last year, and I hate to admit it, but last year, I had a lot of the signs of what they were talking about was referred to as coronavirus. But what I was told was it was a high strain of a sinus infection. That's exactly what I was told. But then I saw about a dozen other people had the same thing. But they didn't really say it was a virus. You know, I was told tentatively it was a virus, but I was also told that my issue was more of a sinus infection. But I did see a lot of people in the Kaiser last year. I was like, why so many people in Kaiser, man? I mean, we talking about during the day. And they all had masks on. This was about a year ago. Sure was. It was crazy. And I know, I suffer from sinus infection. I've been suffering from sinus infection for the last 4 years. I still have it. You know, I had real bad 2016, man. It was horrible. And I had it again last year. But even with that, and you get to a point where you have an additional issues like high fever and all that, go to a doctor. And go to a doctor immediately. Don't bring it to work. Don't bring it to your place of business. Don't bring it to your family or nowhere like that. Wash your hands. Wash your ass like you're supposed to. No shit, if you know to a point where you're sick, go get checked out. Shortness of breath is one of the main things that they were talking about. But go get checked out by all means, people. This thing is not a joke. I didn't realize I got this far down this little parkway this fast. Wow. I wasn't even speeding. But yeah, it's not a joke out here, people. Just do what you're supposed to do out here. That's all I'm saying. Do what you're supposed to do, and you'll be all right. It said keep calm and just deal with what we're dealing with. But there was one guy in who testified on Capitol Hill yesterday. I don't know if it was an actual testimony or just a hearing. I think it was a hearing where he said that the coronavirus is going to get worse. He's a doctor. I think he was a doctor. He said it's going to get worse before it gets any better, and I believe that. I don't know what Trump is on. Trump actually didn't sound like he was the best of health the other day himself. And I'm not wishing no bad health on him, but he didn't sound like he was feeling too well himself. He really didn't. But the some of the stuff that he says is just completely irrational, man. I just don't get it about this guy, man. I don't get how people can still support what he's saying half the time anyway. That's another whole story. But he was talking about, the numbers are very low. They're very low, man. He basically was trying to tell people it's not as bad as it seems. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. It is as bad as it seems, especially when people get skeeved out just by trying not to shake people's hands. I talked about something last week where a guy came to visit me last week. And I'm not kidding. His hands was cold and clammy. And another dude, co-worker, said, "Hey, hand sanitizer." That's what he kept saying. And I was like, by the time I shook his hand, I said, "Oh shit," I immediately put on some hand sanitizer right after he left, man, because it was like, I was skeeved the fuck out. Excuse my French. I really was. I'm getting skeeved out even more, But I think we'll be fine. We gotta stay prayed up. We gotta do what we're supposed to do right in our hearts and within our families, man. Because this thing is right now, it's not quite stateside, not quite out of control. You just gotta stay in control because God's in control, whether you like it or not. I'm just saying. Whether you like it or not, God is in control. There's no question about it. You have to keep calm and deal with it. This is DJ Wolf Live, and I'm out.